Fair in China, October 24th through November 2nd. And this is going to be phase 2 and 3 of the Canton Fair. And you might be wondering, if I'm considering coming along to China, what do I need to go? How do I register for the Canton Fair? What do I do? So today I wanted to take some time to show you actually how you do that. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of walk you through what to expect. So the first thing is, if you have questions about the China trip in general, you can visit us at www.amazingathome.com/China. And you can come to our website here and you'll see all the frequently asked questions about our trip. So you might wonder, what is the Canton Fair? It's the largest sourcing expo in the world. It's so cool. There's so many great suppliers and great things to see that you're not going to see when you're doing remote sourcing. So we have all kinds of FAQs, like where is Guangzhou, China? That's where we're headed, Guangzhou. It's right down here. It's about an hour from Hong Kong, and it's a major city in China, very easy to get to. And there's a lot of other great information here that you can check out on our page, as well as information about our trip and how you can join us. We make it very easy for you to come along to China. We pick you up from the airport. We cover your hotels. You come with us and our trip mentors to the Canton Fair every day. We're going to do factory visits. We're going to just have a great time. So anyway, moving on to how do you actually get how do you register for the Canton Fair, and how do you get a visa to visit China? So first of all, how do you register for the Canton Fair? The first thing you can do is you can come over here to cantonfair.org.cn. And it's very important that you use a different browser outside of Google Chrome. Google Chrome is not a good browser. It's my favorite browser, but it's not a good browser for visiting these websites from China. I'm not going to get into the politics of all that, but choose something other than Google Chrome. I'm on Edge right now. It seems to work just fine. So you visit cantonfair.org.cn and you can click on English, right? And then you can click on buyer. So this will take you to the buyer's page, right? And you can see, that this is it's kind of hard to see what are you supposed to do, right? But we've got over here, we are considered overseas buyers. People in China are considered domestic buyers. So we have an attendance guide for buyers, and we've got the invitation application link right here. You can use that right here. But what I want to point you to is attendance guide for buyers here. When you click on this, it's going to take you to the help page, and it's going to take you to this awesome little buyer guide here. Now, they haven't updated it from the last phases from April, but the information is still the same. So if we look at this buyer guide, we can see, I'm going to actually have it brought up in another tab, but we can see they have all kinds of information here about who's putting it on, how you actually use the BEST tool, the buyer e-service tool, BEST. And with this tool, you can apply for the invitation. You can get your pre-application for your buyer badge for the actual Canton Fair. That looks like this. I'm using my old buyer badge here. If you have a buyer badge already, if you've been before, you can use the same badge and bring it back again and use it for the next Canton Fair. So you always want to hold on to your buyer badge. So you can do all that. You can invite friends. You can, get your business and travel services. They have like discount travel services and visa services. And then you can manage your personnel. So if you're once you create a company in the BEST platform, you can add employees and invite them to the fair to come with you. So that's different things you could do there. So let's get on with it. How do we actually attend the fair? What do we do? So for how to get an invitation, the first thing you need to do is actually apply for your visa. In order to apply for a visa in China, you need, and this is going to be a business visa, not a tourist visa, you need an invitation letter. You need someone in China to invite you to come. Well, luckily that's very easy with the best tool, or sort of easy. It's a little bit clunky, but once you get through it, it's very easy to get an electronic application to the fair. So you go to invitation.cantonfair.org.cn. So here I am at invitation.cantonfair.org.cn, and here is where you can apply for your invitation letters. So you don't want to do your pre-registration just yet. You want to get your invitation letter first. So that is the first thing for you to do. You'll click on that. It's going to help you create an account. You're going to get into the best platform and you'll enter in your company details. So then what do? Then how do you get your visa? Once you get your invitation letter, it'll get emailed to you within a few hours of you applying. I think it's like within 24 to 48 hours of you applying here on the best platform. It will actually then email you your invitation letter, and you can, according to the China Visa Travel Service, this is the official travel service of the Canton Fair. You can email them for more information, but you can come here to www.ctshk.com and you can click on English, and then you can click on China Visa here at the top. And that will take you to this page, and it'll walk you through all the information that you need to apply for your visa. And you can actually email these folks and they can help you get your visa processed. And your visa category is going to be a visa category M, commercial and trade activities in China. So then we come down here, M, visa for business, invitation from, you just need an invitation letter from the mainland company. So that's China mainland, right? And the invitation letter should contain all of these things. So you need to know, when are you planning to visit? What are your arrival and departure dates? What are you going to be visiting? So you put a lot of this information into the best tool. Now, if you're coming on our trip, you already have this information of when you're going to be arriving, when you're going to be departing, all of that you can put into the best tool. And then you'll get emailed your letter. So that's all you need, is that letter, as well as your passport. And it must be at least 6 months before the expiration, with at least 2 blank visa pages and a photocopy of the passport's photo and data page, and then your visa application form and photo. So you've kind of got all of this information. You can email these guys for your visa application form, and then you need proof of legal stay or residence status. Now, that being said, your proof of legal stay is covered in your invitation letter, so you're good to go there. So anyway, that's the information to apply for your visa. You just need that invitation letter, then you need to fill out your visa application, then you submit everything, and you'll be able to re-enter China for up to 10 years utilizing that. You can also go to, according to the buyer's guide, you can also go to your local embassy for China, right? Your local Chinese embassy. If there's one near you, you can also go there. But sometimes express visa services or China visa services are easy to work with because they have a representative that regularly coordinates with the embassy and all of that, and they can take care of all of that for you instead of you going and trying to do that. Now, if you have a China embassy near you, well, then might not be that hard for you. And, Yulia, one of our trip mentors, she said that that's what she did. She just went to the consulate, she took care of it, and everything was fine on her side. So that's how you do it, right? Here's your buyer's guide. You can follow this step by step. You just come over here to the invitation, to the best application, apply for your invitation letter, and then you can utilize this China Visa travel service. And then once you're logged in to the best invitation or the best application, you can then pre-register for your buyer's badge. You can look at business and travel services, so you could get a discount on your airline tickets, stuff like that. They have all kinds of different things. You can send out invitations to your friends to attend, which is what I'm doing to all of you right now. Come and attend with us. So really, this is the hardest part. This is the hardest part, is just getting registered and getting your visa. So another question you might have is like, what happens after I fill out all this information? They actually take your passport for a few weeks and they paste in your visa. It's like a piece of paper that gets pasted in to a page on your passport, and then they'll mail it back to you. So express services can get it to you in as little as like 4 days, some of them, but I would count on about 2 weeks to get your China visa. So those are the things to consider. And then once you have that, it's very easy. You can even register when you arrive in China. You can even register for the fair at most of the hotels. I know our hotel where we're staying offers that, but it's very, very easy. And if you'd like to attend the Canton Fair with us, we are going, as I mentioned, October 24th through November 2nd. And we are going to have lots of great trip mentors along. We have more trip mentors as well coming with us, but these people are amazing. They're great, and they're going to add a lot of value to the trip. And you're going to get to walk the Canton Fair floors with us, and we're going to go on some great excursions. We're going to do some factory tours. We're going to visit the Alibaba offices, a few different really, really cool things that we're going to do together. So looking forward to seeing you guys on the trip. Start working on your visa now so that you have the time to get it processed. And you can join us at amazingathome.com/China. See you there.